Good morning, freedom fighters. It is 6:56 a.m. East Coast time, September 29th, 2024. Lot to go over this morning. Welcome to my nightmare, one of the most censored shows on the planet, because I bring you the truth and only the truth, and these satanic worshippers do not want the truth out. And the truth is that the greatest trick the devil ever pulled on the population was to convince them that he does not exist. No denying that these next rad radar systems are amped up to create thunderstorms offshore Carolinas today. You can see the intensification immediately when they turn these machines up. Undeniable that that machine is creating this storm. I want to show you the new hurricane they are planning. Yes, they are planning the new hurricane. Stand by. Windy has been down for days. It was even loading the lightning strikes, but now that's not working. You can still see the other side of the planet. Still not daylight here yet, but not our side. They got it shut down, but thank you to Zoom Earth. We can actually see what these people are doing. I want to show you a natural wake on an island, not these ripples they claim as gravity waves, but here is what a natural wake of an island. Not these ripples that they claim as gravity were waves. When you see that, that is the machine on. I want to go over the 50% chance of development. Here is exactly where the last storm was created. In my opinion, these are dozens and dozens of ships releasing this material. Nothing natural about it. As a commercial fisherman, I have studied the weather my entire life because it is my life. The weather will kill you if you do not pay attention to it in the ocean. But they are creating the new hurricane. As you can see, just a day ago, 24 hours ago, there was barely anything. This is a couple days before. They already knew it was going to happen before the weather even showed up. And here's them releasing all this material. Let's put it into motion. They will create these disturbances with all these technologies we see. It looks like hundreds of chemtrails too right there. But it's just super tankers, individual super tankers pumping this material out. I swear that is chemtrails. Sorry for being so raw, my friends, but I only bring y'all the truth. Might be canister burst. Peterson talked about canister burst. That looks funny. What a devastating storm, my friends. Perfect geniuses. We just replaced everything. And now they gave us 5 foot of water in our house, 4 foot 8 inches or something. Truly devastating. Everything. Even my mom's car got wet. We put up on the main highway. The water went over the main highway here in Newport Richey. The river met the ocean. Stand by for these incredible liars. They bring you such lies. I wonder if their red ties doesn't mean they're part of it. But in my opinion, every single one of these human beings that's on these TVs should be arrested for treason against the American people. Treason. Watch this incredible lies this man feeds you. There's not even a storm here, but they're going to create it. And he even talks about creating it, in my opinion, how he presents it.
So as of Saturday afternoon, we're tracking 2 active storms and 2 areas of invest, areas where the National Hurricane Center is interested in potential development soon. This one that's way out in the Atlantic, that one's probably going to become Kirk. And this one that's in the Caribbean, unless something beats it to it, it'll likely get the name sometime later this next week toward next.
Sorry, I paused the wrong one. I can't stand these people. But what's funny, my girlfriend that just passed away, her name was Joyce. I'm gonna restart it. I'm sorry for messing it up, but I had no clue that Joyce was coming. God have mercy. She was an angel. Please take them out, the evil ones.
So as of Saturday afternoon, we're tracking two active storms and two areas of invest, areas where the National Hurricane Center is interested in potential development soon. This one that's way out in the Atlantic, that one's probably going to become Kirk. And this one that's in the Caribbean, unless something beats it to it, it'll likely get the name Leslie sometime later this next week toward next weekend. And look where it's headed, the Gulf of Mexico.
Did y'all realize he's saying it's there? There's nothing there. They're going to create it. I've never in my life of watching hurricanes has ever them tell us where they're going to make storms. We used to investigate weather systems. They're no longer investigating. They are creating them.
Headed, the Gulf of Mexico yet again. When we had our
It is headed to us, man. I'm sorry for interrupting this clown, but he is just a sheep. But I want y'all to see what he's saying, how he's presenting this.
week toward next weekend, and look where it's headed, the Gulf of Mexico yet again. When we had our systems over the past couple of weeks, you had Francine that hit Louisiana. Then you had, of course, Helene that hit the Florida coastline. That did a little bit of damage to the ocean temperatures, or what's called oceanic heat content. That's looking at what's available for fueling a tropical cyclone. And in this case, the water temperatures have cooled over the eastern part of the Gulf and here near the Yucatan. There was a lot of upwelling. But look at this. This is called a loop current right here. There's a lot of really warm water moving northbound there. There's plenty of warm water out here in the western Gulf. So watch what happens with this thing called the Central American Gear. You get this broad area of low pressure that develops over Central America, and often these things will seed tropical development. So they basically assist in hurricane formation. And sure enough, look at that. By Wednesday of next week, this is the GFS model, and not only it's look, it's not out there by itself. It, along with multiple other global models, suggesting that we've got a tropical system, whether it be tropical storm or hurricane, moving into the Gulf toward the end of next week. Now, this is more specifics about that GFS model, and this is kind of impressive looking. You see this potential Gulf Coast threat next weekend. We'll run it from about Friday to Monday, the 4th through the 7th. Models are going to flip flop all over the place with it, but Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Florida kind of all under the gun for the potential of yet another storm making landfall on the Gulf Coast. Now, if we run this model to its completion, and remember, a lot of flip flop, movement back and forth with it, that one wants to bring it up across southeast Alabama. There is room for this thing to potentially go in all the way as far west as maybe western Louisiana, and then some guidance, including the GFS ensembles and the European model, that want to send it back over here toward that northeast corner of the Gulf. And that's desperately where we do not need this at this point. So, how will that affect the weather in Alabama in the next 7 days?
Okay, that was pretty much the end. It was just some forecast, but I've always been able to read facial expressions like disappointment, anger, of course, is very easy. Happiness is very easy. But distress and disappointment's a little harder to pick up on some people. But eyes tell a lot, lips, not, just eyebrows. He had a glitch in his eyes. One eye closed before the other one. Something weird. A lot of times when people are lying and they know it, they give telltale signs the same way a cop can tell you if you're lying. I've never been able to lie. I have a conscience. I have a very strong conscience, unlike this man. These people worship the devil. Whether you believe in God or not, these people believe in getting powers from worshiping evil. Evil terms. They're creating all this movement. Stand by. These next red radar systems surround our planet. 7,000 satellites, soon to be 42,000, with so many different devices on these satellites, from high power lasers to sound machines, frequency machines. Not to mention, we are surrounded on land by all the antenna array, like next red radar systems you're seeing witness moving the atmosphere here. Laser beams sending off in all kinds of directions. Direct energy weapons that comes in all kinds of different forms. Stand by. A little bit grainy because they wouldn't give me a good clear picture of this, but high power microwave energies, lasers. This is from the government, Department of Defense. Microwave energies, lasers, high power microwaves. Stand by. And their beautiful computers being a pain in the butt here. I want you to know these phones or technology is being designed to where we can no longer communicate easily. But all these patents are real that we show you. They pump out stuff with ships in our oceans. They spray us with stuff with other stuff, and they control it with these next rad laboratories. Sorry for being so raw. I just want y'all to know the truth. We're being controlled in every aspect by lunatics. HARP networks all over the world. There are no governments with these enemies, these lunatics. They are controlling everybody. I've seen even your Uncle Trump shake hands with the devil. This is Hitler's cousin. I am not playing. That is Hitler's cousin. They are doing it again. The Rothschild Illuminati family. Not a joke. It's real. God, have mercy what they have done to us. We killed lots of people for no reason. And yes, I said he shakes hands with the devil. I want y'all to realize y'all are being fooled. Come back to reality. None of these people are for us. These government means tell us a lot. A picture can be worth 1,000 words. Y'all have no clue what y'all are listening to. Even football is scripted, all the way down to their injuries. That is the truth. If we don't obey, they will lose power. Yes, some of us will lose our lives, and I'm ready to be the first one if y'all stand up behind me. I am ready to be the first one. I want the freedom for the children that I grew up with. No fear. God, thank you. You have brought me no fear. I am not scared of these people, but I am scared of permanent detention that they can give you. Put you in a room and never let you out. The video Ted Gunderson, however you say his name, brought up about these demons kidnapping children out of schools and stuff, creating schools for kidnapping children. How evil must we be? I'm going to leave it right here, my friends. We are being controlled. I am being censored on every platform. The only way to stop censorship is to share our stuff. And even then, you are not getting out with my material. My voice is censored. These people are evil. And only God Himself can stop this. We're living in the realm of the devil. And everybody is on board. Commercial fishermen standing by. It is already too late, but don't say that somebody did not tell you. Commercial fisherman out.